Hey everybody, it is Dr. Warren Kalkstein here at Kalkstein Chiropractic with Antoine Wright, student chiropractor coming in from Logan University.
Excited. How's everyone?
Right on. I'm excited too. I hope everyone's doing well out there, and I hope these videos are helping you guys out. If you have any questions or comments about some of the things that we posted, please comment below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. And hopefully we're doing some live Q&As and getting back to you guys, so we'll let you know when those are. So today's episode 17, we are going to be talking about how to help you guys out with your squat form overall. So kind of the general theme is athletes come in to us and say, when I'm prepping for my workout, or when I'm prepping for my sport and I'm working out and I'm squatting, I'm having some lower back discomfort. All right, so this is a big topic in the sports world. So we're going to try to simplify it as much as we can for you to make this kind of touch a lot of people in terms of helping out. All right. First things first, getting a good warm up in. We've shown you how to foam roll. So a foam roll is a good way to kind of prep before we go through some of these routines that we're going to show you. Okay. A lot of times when it comes to a squat aggravating someone's lower back, it's because they're loading or they're getting the base of their support from just their spine and not using all the proper mechanics to get down into a healthy squat form. Okay, so you have to remember that there's a lot of structures coming into play, a lot of structures being a lot of body parts that come into play that help you disperse force and support a weight if you are squatting with weight. So when I come down into a good squat form, right, and I'm using all those body parts in the right way, it helps take strain off my back. Okay, when I load my spine too much, if I'm getting into a squat, right, like this in this position, it puts a lot of force here and it can cause discomfort in your low back. Right now, that's not to say that movement's not, it's totally bad for you, but if you load that movement with weight, it can cause some lower back discomfort. So here's how I would recommend people to go through a squat pattern without causing so much discomfort there. First, do that foam rolling routine that we've talked about in previous videos, okay? Practice some of that diaphragmatic breathing, okay? Being able to breathe well engages your core all the way around, right? Think like almost like a barrel. Your core is a barrel. It's just not just it's not just your abs. It's the oblique muscles that wrap around. It's muscles that come from the spine. It's your pelvic floor, which sits below, it sits in your pelvis, it sits in your hip bones, and then it's your diaphragm that sits above and comes down and supports. So breathing into your stomach, having good support here, okay? Having good mobility in the hips. My hips are underneath my back's not over my knees, okay? Does that make sense? And then from that position, here, breathing in, good support. I drive from my glutes, exhale, come up. Okay, that's more, if you will, the finished product. Let's go ahead. How do we get there? All right, Antoine, what are we going to start with first?
We're going to start with being on the wall, and we're going to do an isometric stretch.
All right, so more of an isometric hold like Antoine's talking about. I'll be the demonstrator. Okay. You go ahead and kind of talk to them about my form when I come back.
Okay, so basically what he's going to be doing is getting his back flat on the wall. So he wants to get it flat on the wall, and he's going to sink down into an athletic stance. So as he sinks down, he's going to be doing an isometric hold here. As you see, he's in great form. His feet are under his knees. He has his core engaged here. And what we want to do is just hold that for 30 seconds. And we want him breathing in and out throughout the core. So we don't want you to overarch, so we don't want you on the wall like this. We want that back engaged on the wall, breathing in throughout your core, and holding that for about 30 seconds and doing about 3 reps.
Okay, so 3 reps, 30 seconds. You're really good at that. What should I do next?
What we should do next, what we're going to do is add some resistance. So we're going to have you hold this ball,
okay,
as you're doing that same exact motion. So we're going to get flat against the wall. We're going to go down into that nice athletic stance here. What this ball is doing is getting him to engage his core. So if you are having trouble with diaphragmatic breathing or engaging any part of that core, if you hold a resistance ball, it doesn't have to be a ball. It can be a 2-liter. It can be anything that you can find around.
Like a jug of milk, baby?
Jug of milk, anything like that. But what that's going to do is get you to engage that core as you go down.
So putting the leverage away, I have to engage to support myself a little bit more. It's just a way of kind of tricking the body to make your abs engage, okay? So that's a nice workout. Rep of 10 of those. I'm feeling good with those, Antoine. What do you want me to do next?
I want you to come off the wall. So we're gonna take that stability and that stabilization that he's getting from the wall, and we're gonna do this without that now. So I want him to keep those same things that we were talking about, engaging that core, breathing through. As you can see, he's driving back through his heels and exploding up. We don't want you leaning forward, so I'll demonstrate it wrong while he's demonstrating it right over there. So we don't want you in a posture like this. So a lot of my weight is on my balls of my feet and nothing's on the heels, so when I'm exploding up, I can't really get that contraction from my glute. Whereas if I come back to a nice neutral stance, I'm on my heels now and I drive up, I'm exploding through the glutes and there's not as much strain on my low back.
That's good, yeah. So what you'll find, and I think that this gets mistaught sometimes in my opinion, right, because it leads to some poor form, is that when you go down into your squat, you do want to keep your eyes up, but you don't want to crank your neck back, okay? So eyes up, chin level with the floor. Don't extend your neck back. Breathe in, exhale up. Okay, I'm getting good at that, Antoine, right? I've got that routine down. I'm cleaning up my form. I'm feeling my hips support me a lot more. My core, especially in the front, is starting to work a little bit to keep me upright, right? And my back's not bothering me when I'm squatting, okay? Challenge me a little bit more.
Alrighty, so what we're gonna do now is a goblet squat. I'll take that ball away. What we're gonna do is give him nice weight. As you can see, I'm exploding up here to get him this weight.
You know, that's a good little test there. You see Antoine's form, it was perfect.
I had to get it perfect.
Picking up that weight, that was awesome. So Antoine's showing me a good way of picking up the weights, right? Just because you focus all your good form on moving the weights. Make sure when you go to grab them, you're not hurting your back. So good form like this, right? It's called a goblet squat, okay?
Yep. So we want his feet shoulder width apart, maybe a little wider. Now we're taking everything that we just did, so that resistance on the wall when we started with just breathing. Now he's taking all of those things and combining them and getting good form in this squat. So we're gonna do that same thing. I'm gonna have him activate here before he goes down, and that will give him more power. Yep. And exhale on your way out. And as you can see, he's in great form. His knees are over his toes. When he's down there, he's nice and supported. He's not leaning forward too much, and he can explode straight up. So that load on the back isn't the same thing, whereas if I had that 50-pound and I was loading it here, that's a lot of stress on my back here.
Sure, different workout, right? And again, that's like this. If I were to do it like this and the weight is just hanging, now you got to be upright, you got to be supported, and your hips have to be doing the work when you drive up, okay? You want it?
I want it.
You want some. All right, go ahead and take that, Antoine. Thank you. So you've seen a little bit of a progression with some of those squat workouts. Practice it at home, get good form, and you'll start to feel your hips work a lot during that workout, your core. It'll take some strain away from your low back. Practice it that way. And then if you're somebody that likes to do a lot of back squats, right? If you like to hit the squat rack, it's not a bad routine. I would argue that you can maybe practice better form if you lead up to that type of exercise, and then just take all the things that you just took from the goblet squats, from the wall squats, from the good proper breathing, a good foam rolling warm up, and then hit the squat rack. And you might find that your form is better, you're starting to challenge better muscle groups and more muscle groups, and then you're putting up more weight. So yeah. Awesome. Athletes, I hope you enjoy that. If you have any questions or comments about how to really improve your squat form, or if you're struggling keeping your chest up, just comment below and we'll give you some tips and hopefully some helpful responses for you if you got questions. Thank you so much for joining in. And again, a special shout out to the Special Olympics Maryland. I keep doing that. They are awesome. They're an amazing organization. We're really, really proud and honored just to be a part and have our name next to theirs. They do amazing work in the Maryland community, and their athletes are awesome. They're an impressive group of people. So thank you for letting us be a part of that community. We appreciate it so much, and we look forward to the next 3, episodes. We have 18, 19, and 20 to go left, right?
Yep.
Let's roll.
Let's roll.